This Las Vegas Raiders team, like how bad they've been offensively. They've scored 20 points uno times, John. Uno times. They scored 20 once. So when you talk about this defense, it's a much easier matchup, at least on paper. But in my opinion, the Lions have to not only win, but personally to kind of get back nationally, and some of that praise is to take care of the Raiders. I think they can do that. But is there anything that I don't even know if it's like, is there anything you'd worry about the Raiders, but should people be sleeping on the Raiders, or am I right for saying they are awful by only scoring 20 once this season? They just look bad. Even though they're 3-4, they look terrible.
Man, Jeff, I think the only bigger fraud than the Michigan Wolverines is Josh McDaniels. He rode the success of being the coordinator of Tom Brady to multiple jobs. I mean, it really, it's a head scratcher when you look at it. What he did, the abomination that he was with the Broncos, what are the Raiders seeing in Josh McDaniels? I mean, obviously, this is a guy that is known for offensive, prowess, working with the Patriots. But I think he benefited from working with Tom Brady and now is stealing money from the Raiders. That offense is terrible. You look at it and you have Devontae Adams and you don't target him enough. How is this offense playing this poorly? It's really unfortunate. And then you go out and you add Jimmy Garoppolo, who obviously clearly can't stay out on the field. And look what happens. I think the Lions are hoping that Garoppolo gets out there, because I think guys like Aiden Hutchinson, who also need to step up more and beat their one-on-one matchups and overcome double teams. I think that Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be a candidate maybe not to finish this game, because I think the defensive line is going to see a sitting target and they're going to have their success. I think the Raiders, when you go out and you lose to the Bears, that's really embarrassing at the highest level, because I think the Raiders have a little bit more talent than the Bears, but they do have players, they have weapons, but I just think collectively they're not playing all well. It's just not a team unit. I think that it's a collection of guys out there that are just playing, but they're not doing anything particularly well. And I think this is a game where this week is the week where you want to start Jahmyr Gibbs in your fantasy league. This is the week where you could get his opportunity to go over 100 yards, get maybe a little bit more carries in 15, maybe in that 15 to 17 range. And he's going to have success because the Raiders' run defense is absolutely terrible as well.
That me and you, because you expressed it in the comments earlier this week, that we're both kind of frustrated with is the usage of Jameson Williams and the fact that him and Antoine Green both had 30 snaps this week. So do you think, kind of your point about Jahmyr Gibbs, like this is a defense that you can truly you have an opportunity to expose. You shut down Max Crosby, it's about it. That's all you really got to do. So do you think this is a week where they kind of implement Jameson Williams and try to get his rhythm going? Because in my opinion, Ben Johnson, they really haven't done a good job of trying to get J-Mo in rhythm. It's just been deep shot, and then deep shot, and then deep shot. They don't get him in rhythm. Do you think this is a week that we could possibly see that?
Lucas, fellow ball knower. Absolutely.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
talk about Jameson Williams. Man, okay, this is complicated at the highest level because, number one, you see the talent. The man can get open. But besides that, the position that he's playing, it's just right now, nothing is clicking consistently enough with Jared Goff, with getting open. He's turning around. He's not tracking the football well enough. So the development that you would have expected at this point has not been there. But the Lions are going to keep giving him the opportunity to go out there because of the fact that he's got that blazing speed. He's got a skill that not a lot of people have. But right now, he's trending toward looking like Killian Hayes in regards to the fact that people are not happy when a football bounces off your face and the announcers are laughing at you and you're not consistently catching the football. But this is a guy that I think in totality, the coaching staff is not using well enough. His development and his attention to detail is not good enough. And I think that for the Lions, it would have behooved them to have Jameson Williams involved a little bit sooner.